Hello and welcome to Pub Talk, rants and musings about Bandori. I'm your host, Neon, and with me today is Vex,
Hi.
Q,
Ah.
and Rev.
Hello.
This will be a podcast really about, the workings of like how Bandori is, what's the current event and all that stuff. Just overall, it's gonna be Bang Dream focused, but a little stuff here and there won't hurt.
All right, well, let's take a look at the latest event that just happened in Endori, which was sending you a sweetheart Valentine. What do we think about the story?
I didn't read it, if I'm be honest. Look, hey,
I mean, at least you played this story.
look, I skip the stories, I get my stars, I move on with my life.
If you want the story, you should have asked Steve.
I was hearing the event, so I couldn't read it.
Okay, you lazy fuck. Well, I liked it. I actually read like 3.
I mean, we can talk about how the event finished.
T1 went off. Was going crazy. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty quiet.
I think the difference between first and second was like 5 million.
Was it?
Something around there.
What?
It was like 8 million. Yeah, it was pretty drama free. Like at least compared to a lot of the EN events we've been getting.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad, honestly. It sucked that my day one was me being in Utah, so I couldn't go hard day one, so I had to play more day two to last day. I just felt like I couldn't do it, like the last half, I think, and blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden, I just did like 69 flames, and all of a sudden, I'm at like rank 27 on last day. Then like on like the last few minutes, I had to like help Levin, which is one of my friends, and well, everyone here knows Levin. Like she almost got voted out, and so I had to help her get her up to like rank 88.
Did you like T100 like 2 events ago? Like you had like 2 T100s like 3 or 4 events.
So it was totally up to Nihao, then I T100 Sweetheart. Just to know, I didn't mean to tier Lost Toy, it just happened.
What do you mean it just happened?
It wasn't even planned. It just happened.
You had such a scuff team. You like what 2 stars?
Wait, what? Yeah, two stars?
Yeah, top 15. Top 15 Lost Toy with 2 2 stars.
That's crazy.
I voted Ling out top 15. She was bad. She had
Oof.
she was forced to park, so she couldn't play.
Yeah, let's take a look at the current event now, which is Noble Rose 3. What are we excited about seeing?
I like the song in general, and playing it for the first time.
I was really excited to get Song I Am. That's really it. You were taking our rooms when you picked expert Song I Am every damn time.
What was tearing? So it didn't matter.
Is there actually only one tiering server for this event?
I think so.
I thought there would be a lot more.
I think there is, but there was
But yeah, I've been hearing that the tiering server was like packed.
there were like 4 full rooms at event start though. So
This is like day 2 of the event, so
Yeah, T10's almost at 3 mil.
Jesus Christ, yeah, T10's already at 2.9.
I mean, looking at this right now, Fluffy is about to hit 8 million points.
That's insane.
Yeah.
this is this is where I took my break. This event woke.
Noble Rose is gonna be super woke.
I thought Sweetheart Valentine was going to be woke because of the Positive fans. No,
Yeah.
this event's more woke.
They've been going for almost 24 hours now, and
Straight?
they haven't stopped.
Wow.
Yeah, we're approaching 24 hours.
Both T1 and T2. So I think that's Fluffy and Caster.
They're going for it.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't NR2 like dead or something compared to NR1?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember as well. I don't even think I was really that much involved in the game at that time. I was probably still a casual player.
Mm-hmm.
This event woke. I'm glad we're not tiering it.
Looking at the stats, T100's already at 600k, and by comparison, Noble Rose 2 was only at 258k by the same time.
I think it's because it's 250%, right?
That does make a huge
Yeah,
difference.
that does add a huge difference.
It's gonna be like massively inflated.
Speaking of 250%, how has the game evolved in the past year, especially with the introduction of that new mechanic?
It's so weird. Because why would you need to put in 2 stars in your team?
Yeah, I think the sort of heavy reliance on having same character and same type
Yeah.
really,
They kind of ditched it. Like they ditched the same type
yeah,
and they give more bonus to same character.
right.
Yeah, for the 250 stuff.
And we get to raise the total in part 1, and you get like 400%. Oh my fucking god!
It's weird,
Still
but
something I don't agree with.
Like that's a joke. Like that's honestly such a big joke.
I think it's really interesting how they've done it, because I think in past events, it's been mainly same type, and then they just do whatever characters, but it's typically also like the same characters from the same band. But now I think they've branched out a lot into mixing the characters.
Yeah, I love mixed band events. Yeah.
yeah, it's mostly just. I'm sort of glad about the 250% stuff. It made me get the titles I got, if I'm be honest.
It's a double-edged sword, I think, because in the end, they kind of make more money because that's what business is doing. Because if you don't have a good enough team, you're gonna have to play more to get that title. You have to spend more star money and stars.
Yeah, you should have seen me in Lost Toy. Like, Jesus Christ. I was sort of desperate. So, yeah. I get what you were saying about the spending stars and stuff.
All right, we'll be right back after these messages.
Do-do-do-do-do.
This podcast is sponsored by Audible.
Pub Talk. Welcome back. Okay, can we talk about how the name sponsored by NordVPN showed up in 210 for the last event?
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
My
Yeah,
god!
I see it. That's funny, dude. Okay.
That's pretty funny.
Sponsored by NordVPN. And before this is Yuna.
So, I want to ask all you guys, how did you get into Bandori?
Okay, I'll start. I'll start. So it was right. It was right. I just missed second. I remember I just missed second anniversary, and I was like, "Fuck." And I actually, at the time, Weathering with You came out like a month ago, 2 ago before I joined, and I remember listening to Great, Great Escape or whatever it is from like Red Wimps, and on the Grand Escape, and on the Google Play Store, one of the pictures it says Great Escape, and being the smart person I was, I thought it was Grand Escape. So I downloaded the game because I wanted to play Grand Escape. And that's how I started into Bandori. That's the started into Bandori. Because I'm dyslexic.
That's
I
great.
know, yeah.
So you just
I'm
psyched yourself.
I honestly, I'm shocked they haven't done like a cover from Kimi no Nawa, Your Name, or Weather With You. I mean, they're both really good soundtracks for each movie.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I
Yeah,
guess we're just waiting for it, probably. Maybe it's just licensing.
probably
It's probably licensing.
get cocked.
Yeah, dang
Yeah.
it.
So my story is basically the same as Vex, except that I actually knew that the song exists. It just didn't come into EN. So basically, in Singapore, there's this convention called Anime Festival Asia, and they usually host it every year. So in 2017, I decided to join the convention for like the first time, and there was this Bang Dream booth, and they were showcasing the JP server at the time because it was 2017. They were advertising that the international server was coming out in like a few months. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this out. And the first song that they had on their devices was Everlasting Guilty Crown. So I'm like, oh, they have this song. So like that song was pretty much the reason why I wanted to download Bang Dream. And yeah, it doesn't exist in the end.
It'll come eventually, I hope. Maybe.
Hopefully. Yeah, you want to explain your story? You want me to explain
I can
my
go.
story?
I can go. So you know those advertisements that you always get on YouTube or like whenever you're playing another game, and typically you ignore it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I usually don't click on those, but I think that day I was just like, you know what? Let's go and see what this is. Like, let's find out what Bang Dream Girls Band Party is all about. And so I actually clicked on that ad and downloaded it on my phone. And then I started. And so I picked up the game for like the first event, and then I dropped it for almost a month. And I'm still kicking myself to this day about it. But I came back right after the Persona 5 event happened, which is a franchise that I really love. And I'm just like, maybe if I had gone back a week earlier, I could have done that event. But that's how I got into it.
Nice. All right, so I'm the last person, right? Okay.
I like how Neon has like the most normal story so far.
Yeah, so far.
I didn't bamboozle myself.
I think this was 2017 or 2018. As you guys know, I was first part of the Bushiroad TCG stuff, basically Vanguard, Vice, Buddy Fight. I was watching an episode of Buddy Fight X or Triple D, most likely X, where before the episode started, I saw the Bandream ad, the end teaser, blah blah blah. I kept seeing it over and over again, and I kept ignoring it, and I kept getting annoyed. But one day I was like, no, let's try this out, and well, I got it. I wasn't really that much involved in the game, that much, and blah blah blah. The I think I was an early EM player. I wasn't like I didn't start from release. I started from the six Afterglow event. I think that's where Heyday Capri.
That's still really close to the start, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
pretty early.
yeah, it's EN. Yeah, it's early EN. I wasn't really involved that much. Really, like I don't even know. Like my first event, I T'd 1K'd. I think it was Stand By You T1K. That the I think, but it took me like 1 year and a half, sort of, to like actually get more involved in this game because I thought like because I wasn't involved in tiering. I didn't even know tiering existed. If I'm be honest.
It's okay. I didn't know Activia existed for like a year.
Yeah, I think that's like the typical story for most of us.
I think when we all first year we were just like, we'll just play more and stuff. And like I think that's when we got to know A to Z.
Oh my. Okay, so my first T100 was a complete accident, kind of like Q. But instead of having a team, I went full stupid, and you know how I was out of flames. I didn't even think about tearing it. The second day, and I was going to do one big flame boost can, so a 10, but I clicked the double arrow, and it says, and I ended up using 90 flames by accident. When I pressed OK, I looked at the screen. I'm like, might as well. And it was the Poppy Ween
Whoops.
event. It was the 12-day event, so it was hell. I think I ended up like
Was that
top
backstage?
50. No, it was the Poppy Halloween one.
Oh my god.
Was it the one with
That's
Hello? Oh yeah,
raw.
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween. Yeah. I don't regret it, but 12-day event. Yikes.
So as for like Vex, and like what I said earlier, my first T100 and I guess technically T50 was Lost Toy. I was just hoping Vex and Noodle, not Vex, Evets and Noodle, like do T1K. All of a sudden, when I ended my session, which was like 4 hours of A to Z on day one, I was ranked 27, I think. Then after that, that's how I started to get to know a person called Lang, which you all know Lang by now. She started being more yeah. Uh, day two, I asked her, "Hey, you want a tier?" She was so excited to like grind with me. She was like, "Sure."
I mean, it was their first T100, right?
It was her first T100. It basically became a rivalry.
You want You know what's funny? Grind room in Pupcord started to actually have people because it was like never used. It was always general.
So in PubCore, like the server, no one used that I went in there. I went into the grinding VC because like, oh, me and Lang were like grinding and stuff. That really just start like that's how we started using that VC. It's because of Lost Toy, and because it was a pubcore event. If I'm be honest, wait, you guys can't agree. This Lost Toy was basically pubcore.
Yeah. I mean, I've never really seen like popcorn being used that often.
Or it could be like homie decks and just use fucking pubs.
Homie Dixon is a different kind of person. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
He built different.
True.
Ever
very
since they
true.
tiered with just Baby Shark, I knew I couldn't trust him anymore.
Oh yeah. I'm so lucky I missed the Baby Shark event because if I played that during like my start, I probably would just uninstalled the game. Like, what is this? Is a
I'm
joke.
so mad that I T100 that event.
Oh no.
I didn't even touch the song when it came out.
Did you miss like what 200 stars then?
I still have not listened or seen the track for that to this day.
Look, I'm just fine of not listening to it because, god dang it, Ian, people, why would you do this?
They did it twice too. Like first it was Baby Shark,
I
and
was
then it
fine
was
Neon
Nyan
Cat.
Cat.
Yeah, I was
Young
fine
Cat
Neon
wasn't
Cat.
as bad.
Like we were fine with Neon Cat. We weren't
Yeah,
fine
I
with
was fine
Baby
with Neon
Shark.
Cat.
We weren't fine with Baby Shark.
Because I think Baby Shark just set like the bar so low that any other meme song that was like gonna enter Ian was just like, oh okay, that's the thing.
I was hoping for narwhals, like the narwhal in the ocean one. That's what I was hoping for.
Look, even that would have been better than Baby Shark. You can't go any lower.
Yeah, you can't go any lower. Like the bar has been set.
Sorry by Justin Bieber. We could probably go lower.
Oh,
Oh
No, I think Justin Bieber songs are still fine.
What kind of planet do you live on?
A planet where Baby Shark exists.
impossible.
I want off this planet then.
Move me to a different universe.
So evil that they put Baby Shark with a versus life. Like you can't go more.
I'm just glad I decided to like not touch the game when that came out. If I'm gonna be honest. Like, I mean, I did touch the game, but I didn't touch the song whatsoever. I was like, why? Why would they do this? I was about when I first heard the news, I was like, I'm gonna throw my phone at the wall very quick.
That was like my second T100 ever.
Oh, this is your second T100.
Yeah, my first was Prelude Replay because I did it from Yuki.
Okay.
Okay. Well, speaking of community contribution, where do you guys think the game is going to be going over the next year?
I mean, we still have Morphonica and Vast.
Yeah.
30th anniversary.
That's gonna
Noodle
it's
confirmed
gonna
with
set the
Lucia
entire
about
community
about the
meltdown.
morph stuff.
I'm really kind of excited to see what JP is going to do this year, mainly because if I'm correct, the storyline they're all like graduating this year. If I'm correct,
Yeah,
Yeah, they're releasing band
you're right.
stories. Like
so
band
yeah, it's
story
gonna be
3s.
interesting. Yeah, will they keep them around? Because the only band out of the 7 that I see, the 5 original ones, Hello Happy World. That's because Coco can just pay for them. Everyone else is probably gonna split apart. Like honestly. So do we see like Achan, like Kasumi's sister, and like Akko former band or something like that? That would be pretty fun to see. That would be a good concept. I think I would like to see that.
Morphonica will become like the eldest one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just excited for 30th anniversary, if I'm being honest. I hope the first Morphonica event in terms of like EN will go well.
It's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that. Same thing with Rascal one. It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah. And just to know, whoever's watching this, I doubt anyone's watching this, but just in case, Noodle did confirm with Lucia about the morph stuff, so yeah. Do we just want
Yeah, it's next month.
Oh gosh.
Jesus Christ, it's been so long.
you good? What?
Yeah. I can't believe it. I thought dude, January feels like yesterday, honestly. It's halfway almost to March. Jesus.
Time flies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me personally, I think I'm most interested in Hello Happy World Band Story 3.
Sad Kokoro, I called it.
Crying Coco. We did it, Reddit.
I really want to
called
see
it,
Sad
popcorn
Kokoro.
people. I called it. I swear to God, I called it. And of course, there's like the fake leaks and stuff. But I called it so many times. Like, gee, this is good development for Kokoro.
Yeah, I started seeing all the news on Twitter, and I was like, this is actually really fantastic. Because Kokoro has been so...
Good development, people.
Yeah, Kokoro has been so static over the past 2 stories.
Yeah, she is just happy and that's it.
Yeah,
Like, here's the, I can get the running gag of like Kokoro always being happy, but every time I just see that smile, I'm just like, is she depressed in the inside?
Oh God.
I think it adds like...
She's like smile and wave.
It adds an element of character to Kokoro because now
She
it's like
cries, my guy.
yeah, she cries, but it's like she still makes so much of an effort to make everybody else happy, and yet she's still dealing with like her own problems. So if you think about that, that just makes her so much more relatable. And I think that's one of the things that might be hard to sort of relate to Kokoro with, because not everybody is going to be happy-go-lucky all the time.
Or that rich.
True.
Literally, the line is smiling always this difficult. It's just it hit me in the inside. I'm just like, wait.
It's like, whoa, Kokoro. You don't have to hit us so deep.
Bipolar question mark?
But yeah, it's relatable. We can all relate to Kokoro.
And that's just the genius of the developers. They're able to create just such a good story to build this character development. You gotta give them credit. It's really good to see that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just glad that Hello Happy gets more development aside from just the funny, aha, Kokoro's always happy, blah blah blah.
Aha, Misaki's probably abused.
Aha, Misaki's a bear all the time.
Aha, Misaki has died again.
Aha, there's only one brain cell between the five of them.
Have you guys seen the MV? Have you guys seen the MV for Nico Nico Neck?
Yeah.
I have not yet.
It is so ridiculous.
What is it about?
It's just them adventure on like this huge. What was it called? Like a float?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a float.
And they basically just pick up all of the Hello Happy World members one by one. And apparently Kao's in front of the Hollywood sign. And he's just getting memed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
I think what I'm just waiting for is the actual reveal of Michelle. Like just to the band only, because again,
Oh,
I know
no.
it's the joke, guys. I know it's
Yeah.
the joke, but I think it would be good development if they just.
I think that will be
reveal
for
it.
Ben Story 4.
Come on, guys. I think we're giving them too. Are they really that stupid? How have they not realized that? Like, that's my question. Like, how?
I mean, they do share one brain cell.
But I'm just saying. I feel like it'll be more. Like it'll be. I think it'll be good development if they just straight up show like Michelle isn't who you think Michelle is. It's Misaki, and Kado knew the whole time. I think it would be actually good development. Like brings everyone more closer. And the part that like, I think Misaki doesn't have to be more depressed. If I'm being honest, she looks more.
yeah. Honestly, though, like the development is what keeps me coming back to the game. Like the story continues to be way above league over most, if not all, of the other rhythm games or gacha games that are out there. There's just so much content.
So there's always something new, really. Even though it doesn't really seem like it is.
Mhm.
It's always nice to see this like development of just the bands. Like I still remember of like the new aspect stuff. Like Yukino went back to her old roots and pissed off everyone.
Surprise.
Or
Yeah.
before even Rinko snapped at her. I think like that caught me off guard. If I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, just going forward, we're all expecting like this great development coming from the bands and such. I'm just I'm more looking forward to like more Phonica's stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we'll be back after these messages.
This video is sponsored.
Are you tired of.
Pub Talk. Welcome back. So, just a couple days ago, we had our first VTuber and Bandori collab. We had Nina Yuna playing and streaming Girls Band Party on Twitch and YouTube, I think, right?
I think it was just Twitch.
I think it was just Twitch. The club was on the last day of Sweetheart Bound, by the way. If anyone wants to be specific.
This is like the first time they officially collaborated, right? Because I know some VTubers, they did play Bandori.
But yeah, there was another one, but that wasn't
Eofi, right? Eofi,
Yeah,
whatever
Eofi.
it was.
Yeah.
But that wasn't really like a collab, right? Was it?
It wasn't official. She wanted to like try it out.
Yeah, that didn't go well for her.
It's funny that like these two VTubers already played the game and tiered before. Wait.
So, what do you guys think it means for Bandori now that we have official collabs with VTubers, which have been rising very quickly in the Twitch and YouTube scene? Do you think there'll be more live shows or like different events? What are you guys feeling?
Wouldn't be surprised if the JB community got involved with some VTubers, or did they already?
I definitely think that with more Final Cut 30th anniversary and wrestling coming in like the next half year, I think they're gonna be pushing a lot more because with the new bands, there's gonna be like a new audience
Hmm.
overall. And I think they want to add that new content at the same time.
Yeah, they're gonna target like a lot more people.
But with the live shows, I I feel like until at least until COVID, they could probably do a few more live streams for sure. But I feel like what I think they've done it at Shara Expo, the an anime convention, California. They've done Rash has performed live there a few times. I think that's like the next step. Are they going to go and travel more? Are they going to go to Europe and do a tour there? I think that's something that they definitely are considering, and they should consider it.
They should come to Singapore again. I want to watch them again.
I think it'll be great to like have the VTuber community be involved with the EN community, or heck, even have the JB community be involved in some sort of capacity.
I was thinking like maybe they could do like cover songs of some Hololive songs.
They could.
Yeah, like Next Color Planet. I like that song a lot.
Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't have Bandori covers of VTuber songs.
And you were like stretched towards like a new audience.
Yeah, like considering that they've taken suggestions from the community like Baby Shark and Nyan Cat. We could
Those shouldn't count. Those shouldn't count.
I still wanna hit the people that requested Baby Shark. You guys should have not done that. I swear to God,
Mistakes were made.
mistakes were made, man.
we can usher in a new chapter of Bandori and have only VTuber cover songs for our community choice.
Do we want to share the the noodle clips?
Yeah.
I think it would be nice to show the noodle clips here.
Yeah, so we actually have a couple clips from the live stream, and we'll go ahead and show them in the video now. But we'll be talking about those.
Before we get into that, let me just say, Evit's got like muted or banned from the chat for being an
No, no, no.
elitist.
I got muted for 10 minutes. I think it's because I said I thought this was D4DJ or something. I thought this was Project Sakai. I got muted for 10 minutes for that.
I think Noodle and Evit said MBN to have titles, and then they got muted.
So toxic.
We were just being toxic in the chat. But yeah, okay, on behalf of like the community, we're sorry. We are dickheads sometimes, but we're not this rude.
We're called Degen for a reason. Degen Dory.
Degen. You mean just Pubcord in general?
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyways, I'm like, yeah, pull up the clips.
Because what? Wait, who said this was an easy chart? Wait, hold up. Who am I picking a fight with? Okay, so someone here said this was an easy and a fun chart. Okay, who am I picking a fight with? Someone lied to me. Okay, no, I won't be caught off guard anymore. Okay? You can't hear the game anymore, right? No! Wait, is this the original? This is the original, right? Is it an original? This is original? Is it? Okay. Noodle wants to get bonked, huh? Okay, it's fine. My plans are still intact. Probably.
That's the fun. That made me laugh. We got her to play Firebird Full, which was she was able to hit the last drum, the ending drum roll song. I was like, what the fuck?
That's impressive.
It's good that some like the VTubers the two that we've like known so far were used to the game, but we never experienced someone that was new to the game.
Yeah. We need like one of those VTubers that is just like absolutely brand new.
Yeah, because like Yuna tiered before and she knows her stuff. Like I think one of the songs that were picked, I don't remember which one. She like immediately like had a bad feeling about it.
6 trillion years, probably.
Was it 6 trillion? No, she wanted to try. She wanted to try 6 trillion.
Yeah, I think she knew about A to Z because everybody was spamming it in chat.
Well, we want to thank you so much for tuning in and listening to our first episode.
Effing scuffed.
Hopefully, we get to do more of these in the future, and we hope that
promises.
you'll stick by our side while we figure things out and create pub talk.
And make things less scuffed.
Again, no promises.
The scuff meter will go down.
Well, until next time, adios.
Stop.
Bye.
Sayonara.
Going on.